While everyone is unique in their own way, some people are born with extraordinary features. From incredibly tall to surprisingly strong, the world has seen it all. But in today's video, let's focus on those who were born with stunning anatomy far from the ordinary. Here are the 10 unusual people born with extraordinary body parts. Before we dive in, make sure you leave a like on this video. And if you would like to join this month's giveaway of a brand new iPhone 12, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! Number 10. Balaji, a tail. Let's start the list with a young boy who became a symbol of strength and wisdom. In the state of Punjabi, India, a boy by the name of Balaji was born with a 7-inch tail on his backside. Thought to be an exterior appendage outgrowth, the teenager's extraordinary body part soon became the talk of the town. Locals and residents started worshipping Balaji, calling him the incarnated Hindu monkey god Hanuman. Throughout the day, hundreds visit the wheelchair-bound boy, asking him for wisdom, strength, and courage. And even though his external appendage has gained Balaji positive traction in the village, the young teenager looks forward to having his tail removed in the future. Number 9. Cassandra Bankson, 2 vaginas. If you like to watch beauty bloggers and estheticians on YouTube, chances are you recognize Cassandra Bankson. The 28-year-old model turned medical professional has dedicated her life to proper skin care and treatment. And while she is famous across social media platforms for giving great skin advice, Cassandra is also known for one other extraordinary characteristic. She was born with 2 vaginas. In 2015, the YouTuber and personality was seeking medical attention for an unrelated subject when doctors came across this stunning realization. Born with 2 separate vaginas and uteri, Cassandra left the doctor's office with a little more information than she had hoped for. And even though coming to terms with her diagnosis was challenging, Banks is ready to look past her extraordinary body part and inspire others with the same condition. I'm learning to overcome life's obstacles, love myself in every aspect, and take this opportunity as a chance to help educate others, not just about this condition. Number 8. Huikeng, a mask. On March 4, 2009, one newborn in China made worldwide headlines, seemingly born with a mask on his face. Little Huikeng caught the attention of millions. At first, doctors and surgeons desperately tried to find an answer as to what caused this extraordinary abnormality. It was later deduced that Huikeng was born with a severe transverse facial cleft, which left the impression of having a mask on top of his face. With 2 huge gaps appearing from both sides of his mouth toward the ears, the newborn struggled to see clearly. But thankfully, after years of non-stop medical consultations, Huikeng's plastic surgery operations have reportedly been successful, with the now 11-year-old looking and feeling much better. Number 7. Bablu Pashi, giant arm. Up next is the 29-year-old Bablu Pashi, who was born with a very rare genetic mutation. Known as gigantism, Bablu's right arm has grown 10 times its designated size. Due to excessive growth of body tissue, Pashi's right arm weighs a shocking 45 pounds and is an extreme discomfort for the 29-year-old. As the Indian native stated himself, his extraordinary arm causes him massive pain on a daily basis. Bablu shared, "The weight of my arm is 20 kilos, and while washing it up, it starts to hurt. I am not able to walk. These are the difficulties I face." And while doctors across the nation are still trying to find a solution for Bablu Pashi's extreme discomfort, the 29-year-old is hopeful he will one day find solace. Number 6. Tariq, giant hands. It's not only Bablu Pashi who was born with a rare form of gigantism, because in the Uttar Pradesh province of India, lives a 15-year-old boy with a very similar disorder. Unlike Bablu, whose gigantism manifested in the form of an extraordinarily large arm, Tarek's genetic disorder presented itself with giant hands. Said to measure 12 inches long, the teenager's hands have caused an uproar in his village. According to his family members and his brother, Tarek's condition was evidently from birth, as the Indian native always had larger than normal hands. But even with his unfavorable genetic disorder, Tarek tries to stay positive and live a fulfilling life amongst his friends and family. Number 5. Janice Green, lymphedema. For over 10 years, 55-year-old Janice Green has been living with a debilitating medical condition known as lymphedema. Janice's right leg has been growing to shocking proportions. With over 150 pounds on the right leg alone, Green is thought to have one of the most severe cases of lymphedema the United States has ever seen. Caused by a fluid buildup and blockage in the lower extremities, Janice has trouble with completing mundane and everyday life activities. But with medical and technological advances, there is still hope for the 55-year-old Green. With brand new laser therapies and manual decompressions, Janice may find a solution for her 150-pound right leg. Number 4. Bobby Joe Wesley, hips. Up next, let's talk about the Pennsylvania native who is determined to become the next Guinness Book of World Records title holder. Meet Bobby Joe Wesley, a 47-year-old model from New York, whose life mission is to have the biggest hips in the world. Currently measuring a whopping 95 inches in diameter, Bobby has set her mind to becoming the next record breaker. With only 4 inches short of the world title, the Pennsylvania native is ready to risk it all for her dream, including her health. Numerous doctors have advised and warned the 47-year-old model against pursuing her mission. As medical professionals have described, Wesley's ever-growing hips are like ticking time bombs that may one day put Bobby Joe's life in extreme danger. But still, even with this well-known fatal risk, Wesley is determined to become a Guinness World Record breaker. Number 3. Jeffrey Ortega, oversized feet. Born with an extremely rare condition known as Proteus syndrome, 31-year-old Jeffrey Ortega has lived his entire life with oversized feet. As his genetic disorder is known to cause bone, skin, and tissue overgrowth, Jeffrey's giant feet came as no surprise. With only a handful of people affected worldwide, Ortega's syndrome has taken over his hands, hips, legs, and most notably, his feet. With an equivalent shoe size of 16, the Florida native is in desperate search of a quick solution. As Ortega described himself, "It feels like I'm walking on glass. It's very unpleasant." And while there is still no known cure for Proteus syndrome, doctors across the nation are trying to help out Jeffrey Ortega and his extraordinary size 16 feet. Number 2. Roberto Esquivel Cabrera, genitalia. If you thought having giant hips, feet, or hands was shocking enough, wait until you hear about the one and only Roberto Esquivel Cabrera. The Mexican native has become a record breaker thanks to his unusually large penis. Said to be a giant tumor manifested as extraordinarily large genitalia, Roberto's medical case soon caught the attention of millions across the globe. With a shocking 18.9-inch body part, Cabrera hopes his penis will gain the recognition and respect by the executives at Guinness. "I would like to be in the Guinness Book of Records, but they don't recognize this. They don't accept it." While Roberto is happy with his 18.9-inch jaw-dropping genitalia, the 57-year-old admits how his body part has negatively affected his life. Roberto is unable to work, do everyday tasks, or function in society. But According to the hopeful record breaker, he wouldn't have it any other way. Number 1. Deepak Paswan, extra legs and arms. And last but not least, let's talk about the teenager whose shocking body part made waves worldwide. Before getting a life-altering operation in 2011, Deepak Paswan was known as the boy with extra arms and legs coming out of his chest. Born in Bihar, India, the then 7-year-old Deepak suffered massive public scrutiny from his locals and villagers. Often thought to be the devil or a freak, the young boy would count down the days until his life-changing operation. And in 2011, after hours of gruesome surgery and meticulous planning, the young boy woke up with the weight lifted off his chest, literally. "I can run faster than my 2 elder brothers. Before, I could never keep up. I really like my new body. It's much more fun. I am very happy," said the teen. And even though the Indian native no longer has to live with the abnormality, Deepak Paswan is still one of the most unusual people born with extraordinary body parts. And with that, we end today's video. Which individual with an extraordinary body part has shocked you the most? Have you ever met an unusual case similar to these in real life? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Also, make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from Star 5. Until next time,